A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to the channel once again. So, let's get going with some more stuff relating to unofficial podiatry, because right now, if you don't remember from a couple weeks back, at least, I've talked a bit about some other things regarding unofficial podiatry, including the new types of footwear I've gotten and all that good stuff, plus what else has been going on since the last time I did anything like that. But right now, as I've said before, I was going to be doing a little bit of a test involving, well, let's take a look in here and see if we could find it. Well, yep, here they are. Correcto's toe spacers. I've talked a lot about this exact product in the past, but maybe now's a good time to actually go on ahead and try these out on a couple new, well, brands and pairs of footwear that I've actually managed to get my hands on over the last several months or so. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are at it again with some more, well, unofficial podiatry in official action. So here we go. We're going to start by putting the Correctos on each foot, like so. The first pair of footwear I have here is the Ultra Wall Weep, which I've talked about before, in which it's named after an ancient staircase, which is pretty much what Wall Weep means. But in this case, we're going to see how this exactly works. If this is Correcto's compatible, then maybe one of these days they might have to put this on their webpage of the list of Correcto's compatible shoes. So, let's see what happens here. Well, what do you know? Okay, looks like it, well, kind of works. This is probably one of those situations where you might need to spend some time getting used to them. And this is, of course, a principle that is natural with most pairs of footwear like this. But in this exact case, it looks like you got it. So, okay. Don't seem like a struggle here. And in addition to that, I don't really feel any, well, additional tightness. It's probably because of how much time I've already spent wearing these. And, well, you can tell there's a lot of usage to them already. So, looks like we did it. The Wall Weeps are apparently compatible with Correcto's toe spacers, which is a good thing for some people who might not be aware that apparently some products might actually be, well, different than you might think. But now let's go on ahead and try out, well, one last pair of footwear here. These are the Zero Denvers. They're one of the only boot variants of footwear that exists in the catalog itself. And so, let's try this out. I can't really be too sure about how this could actually work because of the way the hickeys are on here, and the eyelets, they don't seem like that they might withstand a lot of force and pressure. But let's try this out. Ah, okay. Looks like we might just have ourselves another success for today. Let's get the other one on. Ah, okay. Well, once again, we got ourselves a bit of an endeavor here that involves, well, something that might try to get some time getting used to, but this is probably something that could be done. So, bottom line, it's possible that you could have Correcto's toe spacers with Zero Denvers or Ultra Wall Weeps. So it looks like out of both of these pairs of footwear, they're both successful, and there's little to no resistance when applying the correct toe spacers onto you before putting the shoes or boots on. So it seems like we don't have ourselves any fails here at this point. Looks like a so-called total victory here. Flawless victory whichever you want to call it. But you know what? I feel like that probably does it for today. So I'm going to go cut back to, well, myself. So this way I can have a little closing message. So, well, there you have it. But these kind of results are probably only going to be the start of how many other things we might see unfold within the next 5 to 10 years. And seeing how these companies are only going to get bigger and bigger every single year that passes by, it only makes sense that regardless of what kind of footwear you use, certainly try to be careful when utilizing correct toe spacers inside of them, because you may never always know that. And let's also not forget that the Correct Toes official webpage does have a pretty detailed list on what kind of shoes that they have found to be, well, compatible with these. And also what kind of shoes are perfect for natural, healthy feet. But the thing is, well, they can always try their hand at expanding the page by adding new footwear to the catalog of shoes that are Correct Toes compatible by all means. And seeing that I've made myself a little contribution about it myself, I suggest that many of y'all do the same. We're bound to see what kind of footwear can actually be compatible with these in any possible way. But you know what? Tune in next time, July 13th, 2021, and I will have myself another topic relating to milestone challenges, but I will also have some other unofficial podiatry. So, July 13th, 2021. Be there, and there will be a new subject regarding unofficial podiatry at that point in time. But until then, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.